That we've known for some years. He was the commandant at the Presidio Monterey DLI, that is Defense Language Institute, Foreign Language Center, and he's with us today. He came all the way from Monterey, and so I'd like to ask Colonel Donald Fisher to say a few words. Donald?
Right. Inviting me to come here to speak today. It's really a great honor to be here. I was lucky enough to be the commandant of the school back for your 50th celebration. We had all those people there, the 21-gun salute, and we had that wonderful series of banquets and balls and so forth that were so inspiring to all of us. I also bring you greetings from Colonel Sue Ann Simbeski, our commandant, who's speaking and at another engagement today. She sends her regards and would have loved to have been here, but you got me as the second in command there, the second choice, and I'm very happy and honored to be here among you. You know, we at the DLI, we trace our roots to the beginning of America's entry into World War II, when the school, the Military Intelligence Language School, was founded at Christie Field. You had four instructors and 60 students, and out of that came about 6,000 students who served in World War II and during the occupation of Japan. We really honor that tradition, and there are many names that remind us of what was done by you and your parents and relatives. We have Nisai Hall, that was named for the Japanese who served in MILS during World War II. Nakamura Hall, named after George Nakamura, killed in action in Luzon in the Philippines. Hachia Hall, named after Frank Hachia, killed in action in Leyte in the Philippines. And Mitsutari Hall, named after Yukitaka Terry Mitsutari, killed in action in New Guinea. Munakata Hall, named after Yutaka Munakata, instructor at MILS and later the group director at the school. And our library is named after John Iso, the former first director of academic training at the school. In more modern times, we have a Hall of Fame. And we have three distinguished graduates of the school. Colonel Tom Sakamoto is here today, graduate of the first class of MILS. And we're so happy to be able to see you. And then we have Mark's brother, Major Masaji Jean Yuratsu, still among us, but not able to be present today. We honor his absence and his memory today. And our faculty member, also a member of the Hall of Fame, now passed on in 2005, Mr. Shigeya Kihara, author of Anti-Samurai, a name that still inspires us at the school. In 1946, after World War II, the MILS was moved to the Presidio Monterey, and it's been there ever since. It added Russian, Chinese, Korean, Arabic, six other languages in the curriculum, was named the Army Language School in 1947. The size of the faculty and student classes, the number of languages taught increased throughout the Cold War years of the 1950s and later. Instructors, including native speakers of more than 30 languages and dialects, were recruited from all over the world. Russian became the largest language program. It went down, but it's coming back, followed by Chinese, Korean, and German. After the Korean War, the school developed a national reputation for excellence in foreign language education. The Army Language School led the way with audiolingual methods and the application of educational technology. And it seems so obvious today, but back then it was creative, the invention of the language laboratory. From 1963 through 74, the Army Language School became the Defense Language Institute Foreign Language Center. More than 20,000 people studied Vietnamese through the school and dozens of graduates lost their lives in Vietnam and the Vietnam conflict, and continued to give their lives during the Cold War. What happened out of that? Well, the Iron Curtain fell without a serious shot being fired at it. The Soviet Union dissolved without a serious shot being fired at it. And now we see the rise of Arabic and the languages of the Silk Road. They become our centers of interest now. At the same time, in 1992 and 2005, 2 times proposals to close the Institute were rejected, and we continue on. And now we're at the forefront, the cutting edge of technology, as you brought us to that way back when, and student smarts. We've raised the entry requirements for the school 10 points, and we're getting a bunch of wonderful people. And our mission now is more proficiency in the same amount of time. From back in my day, when it started, the Army budgeted $4,000 to get this thing started out here at Christian Field. When I was Commandant, our budget was $50 million. Now it's $260 million. And we have, every student has an iPod. You know what that is? Every student has a tablet PC, something a little bit bigger than this, but you can write on it. You can write all these Arabic characters and all these Pashto characters and Chinese characters on it. They all have in 600 classrooms, everything has computers, interactive whiteboards, and we still have that same group. As now as forever, we have these wonderful young people, just smart as wit, patriotic as heck, serving our country just as our forefathers, mothers, and people did back in World War II and have done through history. So the tradition continues. We've got these people studying very difficult languages and alien cultures now that things have really changed. Arabic, Chinese, Russian, Persian, Farsi, and Spanish are still staples in the curriculum, but we've got some new ones. Pashto, Dari, Uzbek, Urdu, Hindi, and now Indonesian came back. We closed that out in the early 90s, and now it's back. We closed out Serbian Croatian in the 90s. It came back. And coming in the future, languages like Swahili, Hebrew, Yoruba, Hausa, Berber, Bambara, Bengali, and maybe even Gandhi. Anybody know what Gandhi is? Well, it's spoken in Naxtal in India, and it's part of a Muslim Maoist group that leans toward China, and the security forces in India have lost more people fighting them than we have in Iraq and Afghanistan. That's how serious that is over there, and one hardly even knows about it. Well, at any rate, based on the past that you and for many of you, your fathers and mothers have given us, we'll deal with the present. We'll prepare for the future. We thank you for what you've given us, what you're doing, and the support you will give us in the future. Thank you so much for giving me the honor of speaking to you today.